it's almost like if you don't have like a strong mindset in this time, in this day and age, in this world, baby girl, baby boy, you might not make it. Life be throwing so many curveballs, and it's almost time for you to tap into creating that type of thick skin that you need to survive. Period. Hey y'all, it is Ari. I am back here for my 2-week update because I know y'all missed me, right? I wanted to give it time to basically test it out. Now, mind you, right now, this video is being done at the hottest time of the day. The sun is booming and smacking me right in the face. However, I didn't want to make that an excuse. I didn't want to wait any longer. I wanted to share my story and some updates with you all. So if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at my notes. So don't mind me. Just showing you I'm an imperfect girl living in this crazy world. Okay. So 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks have gone by. What have I done to go with my 2025 master plan? What didn't I do? Let's tap in, right? So in these last 2 weeks, I have been in the process of trying to hone in on the things that I've learned already, trying to adapt to new routines, a new schedule, and trying to be more disciplined. So has the 2 weeks helped? Was it all smoke? Was I blowing smoke up y'all butt? Like what? The tea is I have learned discipline a little bit more. So the 2 weeks have definitely been helpful. I have gone on vacation, but then I came back and I was still able to do a few days of working. And so my schedule, again, for those who do not know or those who are tapping in right now, it's Monday through Thursday, 12 to 5:15. Okay. So in these 2 weeks, I learned that I'm looking at time differently. Like I become more productive because time is like, okay, so I have this much time on my hands. As far as the day holds, this much time left. What have I done to be productive today? And if I haven't done anything productive, and if I'm not in the space to be productive, sometimes I kind of force myself to be so that I don't feel like a day is wasted, but I also give myself grace to where if I didn't do anything that day because maybe, mental health check, then it's okay. So giving yourself grace during this time, especially during these winter blues, baby, it is important because you can't pour from an empty cup. So I am a strong advocate for being disciplined and, motivating yourself to do something more than the norm. However, I will always vouch for sitting your butt down if you can't, if you just don't have the capacity. Sometimes sitting your butt down is necessary so that you can get back up the next day and be more productive. Okay. Instead of burning yourself out. Okay. So during these 2 weeks, discipline has definitely given me more motivation to want to go out there and get it. Like I still have that fire that when y'all first seen in that second video, I still have that fire of trying to create generational wealth, trying to find different ways to make money that I haven't seen before. Like I haven't been given the example of in my family and things like that. So it's just me stepping out of the norm. When it comes down to my business, I've definitely done a great job with that. So in the last video, I told you all my business is focused on a self-care movement, skincare brand. And so my goal for Mondays was to send out my Flows letter. So my middle name is Flo, and it's like a newsletter for self-care and skincare. And so I scheduled that a month in advance. So now it's time for me to update that again so I can schedule for the rest of the month. But so far, my engagement on those videos, on those newsletters are actually doing pretty well. I haven't had people unsubscribe, so that's always a good sign. when it comes down to my social media marketing efforts, so I post on Threads from my personal account and my business account. I post on YouTube. Hey, y'all. I also have a podcast with my sister, and it's called Life with C and Ari. And basically, it's just our podcast to talk real life, like the conversations I have here. We go more in depth when it comes down to spiritual health, mental health, physical, emotional, finances. Like, we're doing something different because we're providing that vulnerability aspect in our conversations. So definitely tap into that. I will have that in the link below. So tune in because we got some tea that we've been sharing. And that also gives you more insight on my life as well, because I'm spreading myself out, not thin. I'm too thick to be spread out thin. Okay. But spreading myself out on different platforms, because basically you never know what's going to stick, especially with this whole TikTok thing going in and out. Please, I don't have time. So spread yourself out throughout multiple platforms so you can be prepared for whatever, basically. But when it comes down to social media, my Instagrams and Facebooks for my personal and business pages, I have been more consistent with those. So definitely been showing more progress with that. And I'm grateful because I haven't been stuck on a plateau yet. I'm still moving up. So I'm grateful for the progress that I've made. Now, when it comes back to the podcast that I created, Life with C and Ari, with my sister, these last 2 weeks, I've been, motivated and disciplined. So I came up with an idea with my sister to basically do 30 days of Life with C and Ari. So on that podcast, we are deciding to record and post every day for 30 days. And so one way for us to be ahead of it was to basically use these next 2 weeks to record videos, maybe like 4 videos a day for 3 days, and that's 12 videos in a week. So those 2 weeks, that'll be 24 videos. And then if we do vlogs, let those come out on that day with minimal edits, because the goal is to, sometimes when you edit videos, it affects like you feeling like doing it. Sometimes editing is the hardest part. I'm going to say editing is one of the hardest parts of social media and podcast and YouTube video creation. It's because you want it to be perfect, because you want it to be perfect, you procrastinate and you don't post. So to avoid that being an excuse, we did the video straight through, no edits. Let's just talk. Let's just, show the people the real us. And we have been extremely productive with that. So again, I will post a link in the description below for our podcast where we talk all things mental health, self-care, spiritual, our spiritual journey and healing journey as well. So tune into that. When it comes down to actual finances, because I know that financial freedom was a part of my last video, I said that financial freedom is the goal, but for some reason doing this update, I almost felt like societal norms. I almost felt like I had to accomplish everything I said in that video in 2 weeks. And so this is the time for me to share, like, literally, again, give yourself grace. I said that's my 2025 plan, meaning there are 365 days. I have all year to work on those goals, work on that discipline, work on my plan. It's not supposed to be done like this. Success does not happen overnight. I wish it did in a way, but for me, I feel like it would be overwhelming if I was to make $1 million tomorrow. That would be a little overwhelming, especially with my skincare products, because how many products would I have to make $1 million? Exactly. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna wait. So basically, I thought I rewatched my video and I saw something about the Etsy shops when I said it was 17 Etsy shops that a woman had. I did have a plan to start an Etsy shop 2 days ago. However, I did not create the content that I wanted to because of, I didn't expect to do a 30-day challenge for my podcast and things like that. So life changes and your plans will change as well. So just be adaptable. Be adaptable. Like literally move like water, flow. Because you will find yourself getting caught up in, dang, I knew I should have done this. I should have stuck to this schedule. Now I'm mad. Now I don't want to do anything because I'm still ruminating and thinking on the fact that I should have done this by this time. No. And I'm also here to admit that the reason why I didn't post or maybe create things for one of my Etsy shops to just start the process of it was imposter syndrome. Because I've never seen it done. So it's almost like I'm scared to do it. Because again, the LLC thing, like, do I need to have all these LLCs? Do I need to have doing business as under Glow with Flow? So I went down a little rabbit hole. But because I'm admitting this now, that means I actually got to do it, because that's just your mind playing tricks on you. And that's why I said, if you don't have a strong mind in this game of life, you better get one, because you need it. Especially like the thick skin, the sound mind, a strong mindset, and also a positive one. You can't go around here being negative all the stinking time and expect positive things to flow your way. It doesn't work like that. When you emit negative energy, it circles right back around towards you. And you also attract negative things and negative people. And so you just stay in this cycle. So make sure when you do get into your new mindset, strong mindset, discipline era, your winter arc, when you get into that space, make sure it's a positive space that matters. And I know in this new season that I'm in, I'm going to have to tap into, and I keep saying tap in, but literally get into it. What are you doing? But this season, I know that I'm going to have to tap into a sacrificial season. There are going to be some things that I cannot do right now. Like dating right now for me looks questionable, because I know how consumed I get when it comes to relationships. So right now, that's not a thing I need to be focused on, because all these goals I'm saying to you right now, baby, they not going to be here if I'm in a relationship, honey. My man. Okay. So I have to take a break with that, which is totally fine with me, because I might have commitment issues or whatever. But anyway, just brush over that. We're going to brush over that. But I'm kidding. We're going to come back. This channel is called My Healing Prescription. This is going to be my journal entry. Okay. Like, y'all gonna get into the life of Ari. All right. So, this is also a season of reinventing new habits that'll actually last. I said this on our podcast, but this version of me right now is the most mature version, the best version that I've ever seen for me. And so I know that I'm just excited to see what these next 2 weeks will look like, or the next month will look like, because of the things that I've already put in place from this month. Last December, I've planted seeds, sown the seeds. So I'm excited to see what's next. So in my next coming videos, I would like to talk about some dreams, some goals that I have for 2025, and make them doable. So we're going to talk action steps on the next one as well. And yeah, I just got some stuff. I also would like to tap into my first video that I posted about my mental health. So I'll be talking about my spiritual warfare, my Bible in a year journey, and things like that in another video as well. So y'all stay tuned, because this is not the last that y'all hearing from me. Again, I'm going to be consistent with my schedule, with my routine. And I'm going to keep y'all posted. Because I can't lose. I literally can't lose. Okay. So yeah, I've taken enough L's last year. L is for last year. Okay. Anyway, y'all go out there. Y'all be great. Fill your cups up, because again, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Fill your cups up. Please, please, please. I beg of thee. This weekend, turn up, go outside. The sun is out. It still might be a little snow. I heard it's snowing in New Orleans for the first time. Enjoy it and just be great. Okay. I'm counting on you. You counting on you. Your family counting on you. But take a deep breath with me. You got this. Love you.